Going to record.
Okay,
You can.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm live from Gloucester and I'm with you today for yet another session. We've come to the end of the week. So today's topic is about optimism. What do you think about optimism? So I'm excited to hear what you think about optimism, but also related to you. Do you think you're an optimistic person or not? And could you give us a situation where you have been optimistic? So I'm looking forward to hearing that. And if you're not an optimistic person, how do you think you can be more optimistic? So let's start off with Arush. Arush, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
My name is
Hi, Arush.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 4F. My school name is Delhi Public School, Mega City, Kolkata. My favorite hobbies are playing, singing, and dancing. Thank you.
Excellent. And what did you do with your day today?
First, I woke up in the morning at 9 o'clock. Then I got ready for my classes. After my classes, I had a trial class. Then I did the trial class. After the trial class, I went. I made a video on my bike. Then after that, I uploaded. Then I ordered a pizza. Then I ate that. Then after that, I joined 6:30 7:30 online classes. Then I'm joining a class now. Thank you.
Very good. Excellent. So, Arush, can you tell me, what do you think about optimism?
What do you think about optimism?
Yes.
Optimism meaning confidence about the future or the success of something. I'm very optimistic person. I feel that good things will happen in the future. You feel that the future looks bright. You have a positive attitude about yourself and others.
Okay, very good. And do you think you are an optimistic person?
Yes, ma'am. I'm an optimistic person.
Okay, can you give us a situation where you have been optimistic in your life?
If you see the glass as half full of water when others see it is half empty. If you look on the bright side of things, you're optimistic person. I am also very confident and optimistic person.
Okay. Okay. And did any situation like where you had to look on the bright side of life is there any situation in your life where you had to do
No,
that?
ma'am. No, ma'am. No.
No, you didn't have a situation where you just had to be optimistic and it became better.
No, like I don't have any situation in life of optimism. Like every time I just go on the positive side, not on the negative side.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
I said thank you, Arush.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, next we have Navya. Hi, Navya.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm very well, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, Navya, can you please introduce yourself to everyone and tell us a bit about your day?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lwt Academy. I study in class 7 in Calcutta, and my day was very hectic as my exams are coming near. So I had to study a lot more than the usual. So that's all I did today. And my mom told me that if you want to sleep in the evening, you can only sleep for half an hour, not more than that. So I'm really tired right now.
Oh dear. Okay, well, class will finish soon, don't worry. Okay, so Navya, can you tell me, what do you think about optimism?
Ma'am, I don't really know what optimism means, but I just think that optimism means that always thinking of positive things, like a person who always never thinks about negative things. Like even if the person is in a bad situation, they will always think about the positive things. Means a person who gives out a positive energy vibe.
Okay, very good. And can you tell me, is there any point in your life where you have had to be optimistic or you had to show optimism and it affected you really good, really well?
Ma'am, I am not an optimist. Like, I have a very bad habit in every situation. I never think of the positive. I always think about what will happen if if I'm traveling somewhere, and if I am going, like, if I'm traveling somewhere and if I lost something, or if I, even if I don't lose something, I will always think that what will happen to me if I will ever get the disease, will I faint, will I won't believe anymore. I will always think of the negatives. I never think of the positives. I'm not an optimist.
I see. And so I would like to ask now, what can you do to become an optimist?
I think I most probably have to stop thinking always about the negative, because if I always think that this will happen to me, that will happen to me, I will never able to think of the bright side. So I think I have to stop doing that, because if I don't stop doing that, I will never be able to think positive again. Like everyone is saying right now that like always think positive right now in this situation, because the situation is not good. So I guess that's what I have to start doing. I have to stop thinking negative and start thinking positive.
And do you think you've had life situations where if you had a more optimistic attitude, you would have been a lot better off?
Yes, I actually, my mother tells me to go on speaking competitions, like training sessions. So one time I went over there, and because of my age, there were a lot of people. And so I always thought that they will always win over me. So I'm not a competitor, but I always get sad about the fact that there's so competition around me. So that time I started getting so negative. The topic that I actually prepared so well, I literally didn't do so well. So if I had think positive, I would have won that day. But because I was thinking so negative, I didn't win. So I guess that's a situation.
I see. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Navia.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, next we have Sonny. Hi, Sonny. Can't hear you yet.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Now I can. Fantastic. Okay, so can you please introduce yourself to everyone and tell us a bit about you today?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Soni Hassani. I am from Patna, MP. I am 22-year-old and I am post-graduated. And if I talk about today day, it was very lively day for me because my student exams was very close. So I have to also do a work for that. And that's it. That's a day for me.
Excellent. Okay, and so what did you have to study exactly today? What was it that you had to study?
Actually, my study has done, but now I am being a prepare for competition. Competitive
Oh, I
exam.
see. Oh, I see. And how's that going? Is it going well?
Yes, it's going well.
Okay, good, excellent. Well, that's an optimistic attitude. So, so what do you think about optimism?
Optimism goes beyond seeing the bright side of the situation or expecting good things. It's also a way of explaining what have already happened. When something good happens, optimists think about what they did to make the situation turn out so well. They see their ability of permanent, stable, and part of themselves. They think how this good that can lead to other good things. When things did not go as expected, it's the reverse. Optimism does not blame themselves. They see setback as temporary when something goes wrong. Optimism link it to a specific situation or an event, not their capabilities, because they do not do a setback a personal failing. Because in a life we face two situations. First win, first we fail. So we have to always we not always win, but sometimes we fall. So we have to start get up, and again we have to fight for that. And uh, and I think optimism always we think about a positive thought. That's it. Without positivity, we can't do anything. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. And can you tell us a situation from your life where you found like optimism helped you loads?
Yes. In a situation then before 1 month, I gave my professor exam. But there is when I sit in classroom and in my TV screen, I saw question paper. I think I lost everyone. I don't remember anything. Then I motivate myself, and then I said, no, no, I can do this. Then slowly, when I attempt my exam, then I give my best.
Excellent, very good. So that's little a lot of optimism and self-motivation. And oh wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Excellent. Okay, thank you very much, Soni, and you're welcome. And next we have Shamili.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi, Shamili. Good evening. How are you?
Ma'am, I am fine. And you're looking too beautiful today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. New straightener. I was testing it out. Thank you very much. Okay, so Shamili, can you tell me a bit about yourself and introduce yourself to us and tell us a bit about your day?
Okay, so my name is Sharmili Khatwani. I'm from Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh, India. And I'm a college going student. I'm 19. And my hobbies are dancing, singing, and playing video games. And for today's day is very stressful because I just bought my new glasses and my head is spinning too much. I can't even, when I'm wearing those glasses, I will fall down or something. It's a very it's too weird feeling to wear those glasses and all. But it is compulsory for me to wear those glasses because I won't able to see the far things. So
okay, I wear glasses too. Okay, so don't worry, you're not alone. Okay. And so what about you? What do you think about optimism?
okay, so I am like optimism person. So for me, it's like it's my hope for everything. Like when I will feel like sad or depressed, I just my one voice is always on my head, like I can do it. It's not like God gave us problems so that we can solve it. There's no problem which don't have any answers. So it has a solution. Just we have to look to another point of view. We will find that answer. So it's always like a hope for me. Like it brings me a motivational motivated me, and it reaches to a particular point which which at a particular time I thought that I could not. So it's like a hope for me. Yeah.
Okay. And do you feel like you are an optimistic person, like you're optimistic enough? Do you think you can be more optimistic? What do you think about your
Yes, I can, because sometimes I found my situation like I can't even go through it. It's like enough, I will not survive in this. But when I go through okay, it's not a big deal. I have done already. I have already passed those situations a lot. So it's a little this is a plus stage, but I can do this. The voice always told me to do it, do it, do it. And at a particular time when I done that, but like okay, fine, we got through this. And I just compliment me with the other things. I do lots of things which I prefer to do, like me time.
Okay, very good. And if you had to like give us the best situation where you felt like you were really optimistic, when was this, like, and which one would it be? Could you describe?
So when I was in class, I think 8th or 7th, so I just got failed in geography because I hated that subject. So my all of my friends, family members, like, okay, you just failed it, you're a failure, you can't do this anymore, and you just drop your studies and do whatever you want to do the home like household work, but don't study. So like, okay, fine, let's go for the next exam and you will get the result surely. So I just go through those lessons which I thought that I couldn't do. I just started from the beginning and just gone through like up, and then I got 98 plus. So it's like that is my that is my plus point, that I can believe in myself and put a lot of optimism in that, and I can go through anything.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Thank you very much, Shamali.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, next we have Samikia. Hi, Samikia. Hello. Samikia. I think we just lost Samikia. Samikia, are you there?
Mic is not connected. Yeah, okay. It's gone.
Okay, so let's try with Nidhi. Nidhi.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hello. I'm good, thank you. So Nidhi, can you please introduce yourself to everyone and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. Myself, Nidhi Sonthalia. I live in Jamshedpur. My husband name is Vinit Sonthalia. He's a businessman, and I love cooking, dancing, and reading books. Thank you. About a day, it's as usual. I woke up at 7:30, and then just complete my household stuff. And then my son's exams are approaching, so I had to make him learn some Hindi or look after his studies, Sanskrit also, because he hated Sanskrit. So I'm just very tired. Okay, I just look after him all the day. I'm just forcing him to study this, study this. He's just like ignoring and all. So it went off like this. Nothing much. Now I'm here.
Okay, very good. So can you tell us, what do you think about optimism?
Ma'am, optimism, I think, is a type of any mental attitude of any person who believe to see only the positive side of anything. Means they are not able to see the negativity of anything. Means ki they only expect good things to happen, and there is only good goodies in everything they seen. As Arush shared one example, ki, if we look at the glass full, the half empty and half full, half with water, then the person who is seeing, who is watching, ki there's half full of water, then if he's watching that side, that means ki he's positive in that. So I can think ki optimism is that mental attitude of person who sees only good thing. And according to studies also, I have read ki people, those who are in high in optimism, are now very happier and experience low depression and anxiety. Means ke means they can cope up with even physical illness also.
Very
But
good.
being optimist sometimes can lead to overconfidence also, because we don't able to think, okay, what could go wrong, and we weren't able to prevent it from happening. So sometimes we don't have to be optimistic in every time.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. And that's true. Sometimes you can't be too optimistic or
Yes, ma'am.
every single time. Can you give us a situation where that is possible?
Yes, ma'am. But for me, ma'am, I have both the phases, because for whenever my son come me with any problem, ki yeah, ma'am, mummy, I won't be able to do this math sum, or man, I just saying ki no, do it, try hard, you can achieve, you can know. But I know ki he won't be able. But I show him no, it's so easy. Just make him confident. But also ki if he went outside the road for cycling also, I said him, no, you can go out, you can cycle it. But from inside, I am very scared because of traffic and all. But I don't show him. So I make him ki, no, there's only good, nothing will happen. You can go and do this.
Okay. Okay, good. So you were saying like an alternative little, so I always say it's good to be very optimistic. I wish I was more optimistic, but I'm a bit of a fatalist, I'm afraid. Sometimes I'm a bit too dreary, not for anyone else, just for myself. So I don't really help myself sometimes. So yeah, I always look at being being more optimistic, that is the way to go. But it's interesting that Nidhi's pointing out there in some situations it might not be a good
Yes, ma'am.
idea
In
to be
personal
too
life also, many situations we come across, we won't be optimistic every time. No, when it comes to your near and dear ones, no, you can't means face it. You have to be strong at every point of time, but you don't show them ki no, you are weak. You have to show their only plus points and also show their strong faces to everyone in life also.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Thank you very much,
Thank
Nidhi.
you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, next we have Anuj. Hi, Anuj.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Okay, and can you introduce yourself to us and tell us a bit about yourself?
Hello, I'm Anuj. I am from Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh, India. I study in class 7th. My hobby is playing video games, mobile games, and badminton.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. And what did you do today?
I woke up at 8 a.m. Then I attend online classes. Then I take rest. Then I am going to cycling. Now I am here.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. So, can you tell us, what do you think about optimism?
Optimistic see the positive side of things. They expect things to turn out well. They believe they have the skill and ability to make good things happen.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very good. And
Their mindset and scientifically proven to boost happiness and motivate you to achieve your goals.
excellent, excellent, very good. And can you tell me a bit about, so a bit about how optimism has helped you?
Optimism has helped me.
Mm-hmm.
We have to achieve our goals.
You have to achieve your goals. And what goals are they?
Mm, and positive things.
Okay. Okay. What goals do you have? Anush?
As like my study.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, thank you very much for that, Anush.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Samikia. Hi, Samikia. Can you please introduce yourself to everyone and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Samikya Samvardhana. I am of class 7. I'm studying in St. Vincent Convent School, and my hobbies are to drawings and paintings. Thank you. And today I woke up at 5:30 a.m. for my studies, and at 7 o'clock I completed my morning routine, and then at 7:40 my online classes started, and that ends up at 12:10, and then in 12th then I go for my studies again till 2:30, and then I had my lunch, and then at 3 o'clock I went for my tuition, and then I came back from tuition at 4:30, and then I play with my brother for 1 hour, and then at 5:30 I again go for my studies, and then after I help my brother in his assignments, and then I join your class.
Excellent. So can you tell me a bit about what do you think about optimism?
Yes, ma'am. Optimism means the hope and confidence that you have for your success or your goals. You For your success or your goals, you have the hope and the confidence. That's known as optimism. And optimism helps you to achieve your goals.
Okay, very good. And how do you feel like you are an optimistic person?
Yes, ma'am. In any success or in any success and anything, I have to succeed. Optimism helps me in these things. Like if I in exams I have to score good marks, so this the optimism of being confident has helped me to secure good marks. And also, if I want to win a competition for drawing, and this optimism helps me for this by if this optimism helps me so I can be in the rank of first, second, or third.
Okay, excellent, excellent, very good, very good. And do you feel, do you think you can do to be more of an optimist?
Yes, ma'am. By being more optimistic, I can achieve my goals. Like being I want to be a doctor or a scientist because it's my parents' goal and I have to go through. And also, I want to become an artist. It's my side part. So I think if I will be more optimistic, so I can achieve these.
Excellent, very good. Okay, thank you very much, Samikia.
Welcome, ma'am.
Okay, excellent. So Nidhi brought up a particular point where she said, well, there are times where you can't be an optimist. So if you have an idea of another situation where it's better not to be an optimist, I'd like you to share it with us. Does anyone have anything to say about that? Would anyone like to share?
Yes, ma'am, I like to share that.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, because sometimes it feel like the situation will never end and it will be go through like this fully. So it's like need a lot of motivation that like Nidhi ma'am said, like in the situation of our loved ones, and we just too much care and like we are too protective towards them. So uh, it's like a we are just hanged on a situation and we cannot go through it. But for sometimes we have to need to be more stronger, and like we need to be go one to or like a high platform in within a second, so it makes us a more powerful and a believer person.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much for that, Shamili. Anyone else?
Can I say?
Yes, of course.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, optimist people are most probably very calm people. Like they know how to handle situations because they're always thinking positively. So if someone talks rudely, so I think that time we shouldn't be like, okay, we will try to talk them nicely, that we will try to tell them calmly that it's okay, we will do everything that will we will pay for it, we will do everything, we will go for tea and everything. But still, if that person is talking rudely, then we shouldn't then the person shouldn't show optimism, because why should we show it now? If that person is only talking rudely to us, then why should we show kindness to them? Why should only we think positive, but the person won't take any change, that but the person won't stop talking rude to us? Then why should we show optimism then?
Interesting point. Good point. Very good point. Then there are some other things that come into it. It's self-pride and self-protection there. So yeah, very good point, Navya.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you can't really be optimistic with a person if they are rude to you. I understand that. Okay, good points, guys. Thank you very much for joining today's class. It was an interesting discussion here that we had, and I hope you have a good weekend and a good evening, and I will see you all next week.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.